Welcome to another session of my Think plus Do equal B GloBUNTU Transformational Masterclass 2020. What do you do if it's just 7 days before that very important date, your publisher tells you that he's not publishing your book? Well, I told him to go to hell. In this video, I'm going to be focusing on rejection. Rejection. Raise your hand if you've never been rejected before in life. If that be the case, I must say, what a pity, because sometimes being rejected is exactly what you need in order to unleash your next masterpiece, in order to tap into the next best version of you. Here is my story. My name is B.Achaleke. I am the author of 21 books written within 6 years and the proud publisher of over 26 books. Ask me how it happened. I will tell you it started with a rejection. Yes. In 2013, I wrote my second book in German. Then I was still living in Austria. The title of the book, A Volksfaktor kulturelle Vielfalt, translated into English means the business case for cultural diversity. So when I wrote that book, I had a publisher. We had a lot of conversations while I was writing the book. He really wanted to get this book published, and we did everything. I mean, I wrote everything that I wanted to write. We got the manuscript edited, we designed the book cover, and everything was going well. I had already arranged for the book launch. For those of you who are in Vienna, you certainly know the Wiener Turm. You know, it's that tall building. It's one of the tallest in Vienna. It's at the 20th floor of the Wiener Städtische. And I had that room reserved for my book launch. I had sent out invitations to all my clients, to my friends, and people had booked in to come to the book launch. The catering was set, it was fully sponsored, and I was really, really looking forward to that book. And then 7 days before the book launch, my publisher called me because he wanted me to change some material in the book to match his wishes. And I knew if I made these changes, it was going to completely change the tone and the message in the book. I knew it was not going to be my book. And so I told him I was not going to make the changes. So he said, if I'm not making the changes, then there's no way he will publish the book. And I told him, you can go to hell. And in that moment, I had no clue about what I was doing. But there was one thing that I knew. I knew that I was not going to make those changes. I knew that I was going to have that book launch in the 7 days. And I did not know how, but I knew that the book was going to be launched. So I went down to work and did what was needed to be done. So I got the book reformatted. I changed the book cover, redesigned it, and decided to publish it by myself. That was my first self-published book. It was my way of refusing to give that particular publisher the powers over me to not allow me to publish my book. But that decision became a passion. It became my profession. Today, I am the proud author of 21 books and a publisher of more than 26 books, which means I have been publishing other people's works as well. My company is GloBUNTU Books, so I am so proud of what became of me. Now, let me speak to you. What is that one thing that you always wanted to do and someone rejected you? And because they rejected you, you resigned, you gave up. What is that one thing that you blame someone today for? That you say, had it not been, had they not, had she not, had the system not, I would have. What is that one thing? Let me tell you, there are many reasons why you will be rejected. And I'm just going to give you 8 of them in this video. Number 1 is they don't understand your dream. Your dream is too big for someone to understand. You know, the publisher, in this case, the publisher is someone who publishes people's work. Quite often, some of these publishers have never written a book by themselves. They don't even know what it means to write a book. Yes, their job is just to publish other people's books and to live and to earn income on publishing people's works and owning rights, probably. So when they don't really know what your dream is, where you're driving to, where you're heading to, sometimes your dream is too big that it frightens them. So in this case, what they have to do, the only powers they have over you is to reject you. And mind you, I know that most of the books that became bestseller, like I read The Chicken Soup for the African American Soul, was rejected more than 99 times by publishers, and it became a bestseller of all times. And that's just one example. Now, the second reason why someone will reject you is because they do not understand you. They don't understand where you're coming from. They don't understand where you're going to, and they don't understand what your intentions are. They just meet you at that one particular crossroad of your life, and they dare to make a decision over your life. They dare to reject you because they think you depend on them to proceed. You depend on them to become. You depend on them to let things happen. But in this situation, when you really believe in what you're doing, you don't give anyone the powers about that. You don't let their ignorance of who you are, what you want, where you're going to stop you from doing that particular thing. Number 3 reason for which people will reject you is when they're too pre-formatted. Yes, they're too pre-formatted to see where you're going to. A publisher has a program. They have children's program. They have probably ballistic. They have different genres like fiction and non-fiction. And when you don't fit into that pre-formatted template of theirs, they reject you. You may be a potential bestseller. You may have material that is there to revolutionize the way people think, to change so many lives. But because it doesn't fit into some of those pre-formatted templates of theirs, they will reject you. And this is not just about publishers. It's about many situations in life. It's about your employer. It's about your landlord. It's about your pastor. It may be your partner, your parents. When they are so pre-formatted that they can see outside of their templates, then what they do is they reject you. So this way, what do you do? Because you know where you're heading to, you just move on. You let their rejection be the fuel that powers you, that energizes you to move forward with whatever you want to do. Now, the 4th reason for which someone will reject you is underestimation. When people underestimate your intentions, when they underestimate your value, they underestimate your actions, they underestimate your energy, your ambition, your vision, they will normally reject you. But hey, don't let someone's narrow perceptions of who you are or who you should be stop you from actually becoming who you know you can be. You are the only one who knows who you can be. You are the only one who knows where you're heading to. And so just head on. If you're rejected, tell them, thank you very much for allowing me to understand that you don't understand me or my vision is bigger than you. I'll definitely take on that by myself, or I will knock on another door. The 5th reason for which people will reject you is because to them, you're just a number. You're just the statistics. They don't really feel you. They don't have your emotion. They don't have your passion. They can feel your desire. They can feel your need. You are just one number. You're just one author in their line of many authors. You're just one employee. You're just one client. You're just one child. You're just whatever, just a number, and they can't feel you. And if they do that, don't allow them. Don't give them that power to manipulate you or to change who you know you truly are. The number 6 reason for which people may likely reject you is because they have never done what you are doing before. They've never done it in their lives. They don't know what it means like to write a book, to juggle 26 letters of the alphabet, to create a book filled with contents, filled with many chapters, filled with different ideas, filled with so many pages that makes a book that passes a message onto someone. You know what? Writing a book, being able to write a book is something extremely powerful. You got just 26 letters of the alphabet and you have to reposition them, rearrange them, rejuggle them so that they tell a story of 322 pages, of 100 pages, of 50 pages, of 20 pages. That is extremely powerful. And some of the publishers who have never written and published a book themselves, they will not understand you. They will not see that. They will not be able to understand what it means to be a writer. So what will they do? They will easily reject you, but don't let that rejection stop you from publishing your book. The number 7th reason may be because they lack foresight. This Austrian publisher could never have imagined that I am capable of writing and publishing 18 books within 3.5 years. He lacked the foresight to see that. I mean, I must confess at the time, I did not know that I could do that by myself. By having him reject me, ignite that fire in me. and gave me the energy, the motivation to do much more. When someone lacks foresight and tries to kill your dream, don't let their lack of foresight actually kill your side, because, hey, you are born to win. It's you who decided to do that one thing. So if you don't fit in their side, create another side, create your side. Just go ahead and do what you want to do. Even if it means taking a break, taking a step backward, just carry on because you believe in it. It is your dream and you must live it. I mean, there are so many reasons why you will be rejected, but the number 8 reason that I want you to consider could be envy. Someone is envious of you that you're doing something that they probably have dreamt of doing for so many years and they've never been able to do it, and you're finally doing it. They may be envious of the fact of the result that you may get, the profile that you may get just doing that thing, the visibility that you may have, the followership, and the influence that you may earn by just doing that thing. Because they are not capable of doing it, what they will likely do is they will reject you. But hey, again, when you're rejected, let that rejection become a PowerPoint. Make it to your energy point, the energy that allows you to give your very best, the energy that allows you to prove them all wrong, but above all, the energy, the motivation, the inspiration that allows you to tap into yourself and to unleash your next masterpiece. My name is B.Achaleke. I am the proud author of 21 books and publisher of 26 books, just 6 years after my publisher let me down, 7 days before the release and the launch of my second book. If I could do that, you can do it, and probably even better. So believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, go for it, and let no obstacle and no rejection stop you from doing whatever you want to do. I'll see you in the next masterclass, because we're still designing the 2020 version of you, and let that 2020 version of you be as bold as it can be. I'll see you in the next session.